Welcome back to the Blissful Badger. This week, I wanted to continue my exploration of armies, focusing on the history of my Necrons. When I did my Pile of Shame video nearly a year ago, each of my forces were given about 5 seconds on screen, and had no detail of which models were part of my army, or why I originally collected them. My Necron force began in 2020. No, not with the Indomitus, a few months earlier with the 2018 starter box. The forces in the 9th edition starter hadn't been announced yet, and I was already interested in the relentless machines. I had a desire for the mechanical mayhem they produced on the table. Originally, I had considered a custom force using Star Wars hero clicks, and using the droids as representations of the different models. I finally settled on actual GW models and purchased the Start Collecting box, just in time for the Indomitus box to be announced. Being new to an army and having all of the new shiny plastic to collect, I purchased 2 boxes and swapped a Space Marine side for a Necron side. Immediately, I had 3,000 points of Necrons available, as soon as I built them. Over the next 2 years, I managed to build a few models. I found a paint scheme I thought would be nice, and mostly ignored the army. I even traded off a few of the models in exchange for Eldar. And then I picked up the boarding patrol box, and a box of Lich Guard at a swap meet. A few months passed. I worked on other armies. I knew the Necrons were there, waiting to eventually climb from their deep slumber and take to the spotlight. And then GW announced Pariah Nexus as the next Crusade mission. Guess it was time to finally work on the Necrons. In the past week, I've expanded the warriors to 20 flayers and 20 reapers. I finished converting up my 10 flayed ones, and I'm 3/5 completed with my first Lich Guard unit. I also noticed a lack of heavy-hitting weapons and vehicles, and wanted to remedy this situation. So, I have this box. A mysterious box. Let's open it. So let's try to do this first box opening on camera. Let me know how it goes. All right. Tomb Blades. Ophidian Destroyer. At least I'm pretty sure that is. More bubble wrap. Tomb Blades. I'll have some fast stuff around. Board. I don't see any weapons on him. More Tomb Blade. A Scorpack Lord. The top half of an Ophidian Destroyer. Scorpack Destroyer. Missing an arm, well, a weapon. Doesn't look like the packaging was very great, but there's another. So there's a unit. Aha. Here's the bottom half of that. All right. A Lord. And a Hexmark Destroyer. Luckily, it looks like I didn't have any holes in the box, so I have the extra bits that broke off. All right. Another Ophidian. Another Tomb Blade. I can take 18 Tomb Blades, right? Because I have 15 total here. Ooh. Is this the majority of a spider? No, that's a Canoptic Wraith. Ooh. Aha. And that looks like 20 more warriors. The force grows for the Crusade. And yet, this isn't even all of them. I have another box of 15 models showing up shortly. Look for a second box opening very soon. I hope you enjoyed this look into my new Necron force and my future plans of how I'm going to field these things. And don't be surprised if I have more content about these Necrons over the next Crusade missions that I play. Subscribe if you haven't, so that you don't miss any future videos. I also want to thank my patrons and supporters for making these videos possible. And until next time, I hope you find your bit of bliss.